Hey, boys and girls, I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to read to you one of my boys' favorite books when they were little. It's called Actual Size. This book has pictures of animals that is in their actual size. For instance, on the cover right here, you see this hand, this big hand. That is a hand from a gorilla. And that's how big the gorilla's hand actually is. You see that? It's bigger than my head. That's crazy, isn't it? So let's dive into this book because it's awesome. So even right here, can you see that? Right there. That is a pygmy shrew. It's only 2 inches long. Can you see that in relation to my hand? Look at that. Look at how tiny that little shrew is. It would just fit right there in my hand. You see that? And look at this. That's an Atlas moth. You see how big that Atlas moth is? It says that it's so large that it's often mistaken for a bird. Look at how big that is. That's huge. And then when you come over to this side right here, see that itty bitty little tiny fishy. That's a dwarf gobby. I think that's how you say it. G-O-B-Y. It's only 1/3 of an inch long. It is so tiny. Look at that. And the Atlas moth is 12 inches. So look at how much bigger that moth is compared to that itty bitty little tiny fish. Pretty cool, huh? It says right here, did you ever look a giant squid in the eye? I haven't. Have you shaken hands with a gorilla or been face to face with a tiger? All of the animals in this book are shown at actual size, so you can see how you measure up to creatures both large and small. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is the eye of a giant squid. You see how big that is? That's bigger, way bigger than my head. That eyeball right there is ginormous. It says the giant squid lives deep in the ocean where its enormous eyes help to see in the dim light. So the body and the tentacles of a giant squid are 59 feet long, and its eye is a whole foot. Look at its eye compared to my head. Isn't that crazy? The next page is huge. Look at this. That is an Alaskan brown bear. It's even hard for me to put the whole book in the picture there. It's so big. Look at how big that bear's head is. That's huge. The Alaskan brown bear is the largest meat-eating animal that lives on land. It can be as tall as 13 feet. Now, we talked about a pretty tall guy in the Bible. His name was Goliath. He was 9 foot tall. This bear is 13 feet, so it is 4 feet taller than Goliath was. And it weighs 1,700 pounds, 1,700 pounds. That's a big bear. Look at that. Here's the largest bird, an ostrich with its egg. Ostriches can be up to 9 feet tall, so as tall as Goliath, and weigh 340 pounds. Look at how big that ostrich is. Look at how big its egg is. Can you imagine having that egg for breakfast? That'd be a lot of eggs. A 2-foot long tongue. This must be a giant anteater snacking on its favorite food, termites. It says that the giant anteater's body and tail are 7 feet long, weighing 85 pounds. Look at that. That's crazy long tongue. Yeah, I can't make my tongue that long. Okay, this is kind of yucky. I don't mind spiders, but if I saw this one, I think I'd be scared. This is called a giant bird-eater tarantula. I don't think I'd want to see that big spider. Look at how big that spider is compared to my head. That's how big it actually is. Can you believe that? It says that the Goliath bird-eater, not the giant, Goliath bird-eater tarantula is big enough to catch and eat birds and small mammals. A foot across. It's a whole 12 inches. Yikes. This is so big that it has a page that opens up. Are you ready for this? Look. Oh my goodness. I have to back way up. Do you see that? That is a saltwater crocodile, the world's largest reptile. And it's 23 feet long. You see how big that mouth is? I think my head would fit in really nicely in that mouth. Look at this frog. Look at how big this frog is. This frog is called the Goliath Frog. Lots of big animals are called Goliath. Look at that. The Goliath Frog. It lives in Africa. It's big enough to catch and eat birds and rats. 36 inches, so 3 feet long when all of its legs and arms are extended, and weighs 7 pounds. That is one big frog. I don't think we'll find that in our creek. Look at those teeth. Those are great white shark teeth. Look at how big those are. That's the shark's mouth. Great whites get up to 21 feet long, 6,000 pounds, and their teeth are 4 inches long. That's huge. Look at my hand compared to its teeth. Yikes. Oh, there's our gorilla hand again. Pretty cool. His hand, let me see if I can position this better for you. Nope, it's the other hand. Whoops. Look. Look at that. Ha! The huge gorilla and the pygmy mouse lemur both have hands a lot like ours. The gorilla is 5.5 feet tall, 600 pounds, and the mouse lemur is 2.5 inches tall and weighs 1 ounce. Look at how tiny his hand is compared to the gorilla's hand. See that? He's kind of cute. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at how big that tiger's head is. The Siberian tiger is the biggest of the cats. It's 14 feet long from its nose to its tail. It weighs 500 to 700 pounds. Look at how big that is compared to my head. That's crazy. Here's another animal. Well, animal's an insect named after Goliath. The Goliath Beetle. Look at that. That's a big beetle. I don't think I'd want to find that crawling around in my house. The Goliath Beetle is the world's heaviest insect. It is 6 inches long and weighs 3.5 ounces. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's pretty heavy for a bug. That's a big, big beetle. And look what's on the page with it, which I think is so cool. Look at that walking stick. This is a giant walking stick, and they're very rare. It is the world's longest insect, 22 inches long. Look at that. I'm trying to fit the whole thing in the picture. That's a long bug. I think we'd probably just think that was a stick on a tree, like a big stick. Wow. This foot belongs to the largest land animal, the African elephant. Look at how big that foot is. That's crazy. That is huge. It says that the African elephant is up to 13 feet high and weighs as much as 14,000 pounds. That is one big animal. Wow. And that's it, boys and girls. And in the back of the book, it gives you more information about each of the animals. If you ever come across this book, it's really, really cool. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, guys.